Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. On this discussion segment, we're taking a look at Edo State politics. Yes, the impact of the election petition tribunal on governance. Some are saying this is a huge distraction for Senator Okpebholo's administration. Others say no, the man is doing what he ought to do, what he needed to do. He is totally focused. How true is this assertion? Join us right now in the studio. He is a legal practitioner, a member of the Labour Devotee. Once a Labour Devotee, always a Labour Devotee. A local and international analyst. Join me to welcome Barrister Robinson Imade. Barrister, welcome to TMI.
Thank you very much.
Your first edition for this year.
Honest.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year if you are.
All right. I still have Dr. Andrew Mosefe and, of course, Ahmed Ewaike with me in the studio. But, Mr. Robinson, I want to start off from your own angle. Is this election petition tribunal really affecting the impact of our governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo? Is it a distraction to him, or the man is still 100% focused on making sure that the dividends of democracy trickles down from the top to the very bottom in Edo State?
Well, it's not a question that one should ask. It's obvious, or it should be obvious, that the head of a family will not have 100% concentration on how to lead his family if the children are fighting amongst themselves, if the wife is pitched against the children or even one of the children, if the home itself is not settled. Since Senator Monday Okpebholo came on board and his co-contestant went to the tribunal, we have seen that the APC, the home base of the senator governor, has not been at peace. We have seen the APC going to forcefully take over the secretariat of the PDP, saying it's their own, without going to court or going to the landlord of the place, and so on and so forth. You saw the impunity with which the man was talking to the deputy commissioner of police who was talking with him. We've gone to the tribunal. If you go to the tribunal that was in Benin here, you've seen members of APC, undeniably members of APC, coming out to challenge the law enforcement agents, the police, the DSS, and warning the DSS will give you problems and the likes. There is no governor, there is no human being who will not be distracted with all of this happening from his own constituency. So if you ask me, the APC, as a political party, should know that it is not helping the governor. The governor may have good intentions, but he needs a conducive atmosphere to be able to marshal out his plans, to be able to meet his manifestos to the people. And today, his own constituency is not allowing him all that opportunity to do that. He may have good intentions. He's really started in some areas. He's doing some good jobs. If you go to Okpebholo station, there's palliative. I'm told that the flyover is ongoing at Rama Park. I started I saw this. The road is constructing from Okpebholo extension that he said will come out to Unibi or UBTH, but that is not enough. We also have seen members of his party, undeniably members of his party, going with whips, sticks, weapons, to forcibly send out the chairman of local government because, in their opinion, a new sheriff has come to town. That's not the way to do things. No matter how strong you are, no matter how strong-willed you are, you'll be distracted. So the appeal is to beg the APC.
We'll come to the appeal later. We'll come to
allow the governor time to concentrate.
All right, let me come to Dr. Andrew Mosefe. From what Barrister Robinson Imade said, he said the APC are the ones distracting the governors. He gave critical, practical examples of what has been going on. He talked about the members of the APC being very much around in the tribunal that led to this quarrel, the squabble. Yes, so really made them to move the tribunal from Benin to Abuja. Because of the APC, also undeniably, they are the ones enforcing the exit of the suspended chairman, because you could see some of them brandishing it. And some reports emanating that members of the APC right now in communities, they're beginning to overhaul forcefully the so-called PDP or Kaigilis, the so-called PDP youth leaders. They are saying no, our government are the ones in charge right now. They are turning everything, thereby causing a huge distraction for Governor Monday Okpebholo. Dr. Andrew, what do you have to say about this?
You notice when Barrister was talking, I was laughing. I was laughing because what all of his assertions are not true. The government of Senator Monday Okpebholo is not distracted in any way. Even with the movement of the Election Petition Tribunal to Abuja, you can still see the governor going around inspecting projects, something we didn't see in 8 years of Obasanjo's administration. The man is still going on with the activities with the business of government. So how focused can one be? He also went ahead to list some of the projects that are ongoing. Of course, this week that just passed, your TV station also reported, you know, how the governor has been going around to monitor projects, even with the court case going on in Abuja. And so the man is focused. He's a practical governor. He's a man that has come to actually, you know, redeem the hope of Edo people and restored the glory that was lost in the last 8 years. Now, if you accuse the APC of forcefully taking over its own property, then you are not being fair to the party. We all know what happened before the coming of, or before the defection of former Governor Godwin Obaseki from the APC to PDP. That building in Airport Road was the APC, the secretariat of the APC. And the APC actually paid the rent of that place for 7 years. That the rent of that place wasn't even paid by the Edo State APC. It was paid by the NWC of the APC, and the receipt is still there. At what point, how did the PDP actually take over that secretariat? Was that place the secretariat of the PDP? Secretariat of the PDP was located on First Circular. Was it that it was Obaseki that owned that property? Why was it that immediately Obaseki moved from APC to PDP, the PDP, you know, leadership moved into that secretariat? How did they even move into that secretariat? Edo State APC was physically brutalized, hounded out of that place. Why the rent of the APC? Do you know, for the 4 years the PDP occupied that place, they didn't pay the rent for 1 day. Ask them if they paid the rent for 1 day.
Okay, now back to the tribunal.
The rent has since been paid. No, I'm trying to respond to some of the things that he said. And if you say that that is distracting the governor, even the tribunal, what led to the relocation? How did the crisis start? The young man who was wearing the AIO square shirt and cap, brandishing pop action on a ring road, shouting, "Bring back our mandate." Did you expect the APC to just fold his arms and watch, you know, people intimidate the judges of the tribunal, intimidate the lawyers, intimidate key party leaders? When they are candidates, that's why Godalo came into the court premises with black guys who were putting on black and black, who now took over the job of the police, screening people, you know, who should go into the courtroom and who should not go into the courtroom, sending even leaders of the APC out of the courtroom. You saw it now, your station reported it. What did you expect the APC to do? To keep quiet? So, at the end of the day, you will see that, you know, Monday Okpebholo has remained focused, has remained resolute in delivering the dividends of democracy to the doorsteps of the people. And the man is not resting on his oars. He has continued to do that. And I'm sure that, you know, when all of this is over, you will see, you know, more dividends of democracy. But the truth is, The man, that's the governor himself, is focused. He knows what he's doing. He has come to work for Edo people, and he will continue to work for Edo people despite the relocation of the tribunal.
All right. Now, over the week, you get to hear some serious APC members, the big wigs. They've left Benin. Some in Abuja, they've left whatever they are doing. They are now going straight to the tribunal premises to get to know what is really going on. Do you think that is destructive when you talk about governance, Ahmed? Why did you sigh?
But
You're the screamer, APC big wigs in Abuja.
Yeah,
Majority from Benin. I mean, people ought to be doing something here.
yes. You see, Benima says, wherever you are killing, until he's dead, you cannot put it in your pocket so that it may not go and cite you or bite you. So as long as the tribunal case is still going on, there is no need for the big wings to relax. They just have to monitor the process bumper to bumper, because any slight loose guarding, let me use that language, pardon me, another thing may happen. So they have to be visiting and be moving, maybe shift A, shift B, so that they monitor the activity, so that another person cannot just go and catch them unaware. So them moving up there to go and monitor the tribunal case is part of their responsibility as a party faithfuls, because the matter is actually affecting them as a party, not just necessarily the governor as it may, but also them as a party. Because if the governor is out from the tribunal, them as a party leaders or party faithfuls will also be, asked out of their jobs too. So they need the governor's tribunal to remain in power. Hence their duty to always monitor the activities over there. And secondly, some faces are also intimidating as well. So when some faces land the court, even the judge too also knows that, yes, a big elephant is also around too. So everybody will have to also coordinate themselves, unlike leaving the whole thing for just your lawyers and their lawyers and then doing their thing. So it may not really go on the way they want. And some of them don't even want to also be told that now so it happened. They want to be there to hear from themselves, to know that, oh, this was happening. Maybe after listening to the activities of that very day, they can also go back to the drawing board and say, guy, it's like if we have to continue this route, it may not lead us to where we are going. So let's re-strategize. So as for distracting the governance of the state, the governor is the main arrowhead. And so far so good, since the tribunal have been relocated. Even when the tribunal was still in Benin, I have not actually seen the governor himself in the courts. Exactly. The governor was focused in doing his job. Even since he relocated to the Abuja, from what I have saw so far via social media and television, it's only the deputy governor as a high-ranking officer in the state that have visited there. So the governor still remains within the Benin city or within the Edo state, still doing his job. For me, I think I give him kudos for that on a serious note.
You mean it's not distracted?
I wouldn't say he's not distracted, but for remaining the state, focusing on doing his job, I give him kudos for that.
Kudos. All right, fine.
For not, disturbing himself to moving to Abuja, sitting down of that 2 hours, 6 hours he will spend in the court would have been sufficient for him to read so many memos and sign so many memos.
Well, Barrister Robinson, you were making a point that no matter how a man claims to be focused and there is fight in his house, that is like, a fake focus. There must be one or two sources of distractions occasioned by that particular fight. Now in Edo State, since all this thing began, which aspect do you feel that the government or governance is being derailed?
Derailment and distractions are two different things. Nobody has said that it has completely derailed. Right. But I'm saying anybody will be distracted as a governor with the happenings in the state as orchestrated by my friends, colleagues in APC. I'm talking as a lawyer. If you now say that the governor is on seat, he's doing his job, nobody is doubting that. I mentioned the projects he is executing right now. It is not to say that he's such a superman, he will not be distracted with the happenings in the state. I'm aware that local governments in Edo State have been paid salaries for last month. It never happened in the last 10 years. And you think the governor will not be concerned about that? I am aware that the secretariat that was forcibly taken over in such a crude manner must be a worry to the governor. I know he's a human being. Otherwise, if you say that I paid the rent for 7 years and for 4 years they took over, you kept quiet in the country with civilized people where there is rule of law, and even if it was your personal house where you are living and somebody is coming to take over by force, what you do is go to court. And even in the face of the court, we see people challenging the police, challenging the DSS, challenging other law enforcement agencies to the extent that they will say, you, this DSS person, you will have problem with me. A non-state actor, and we say a governor will not be distracted. We are saying now that, the governor is on stage, is doing his job, unless if he doesn't have feelings, and I know he has. Okay, to be on top of a situation, and everybody who is supposed to be around you, supporting you, is doing one kind, engaging in one kind of fighting or the other, and you are not distracted. My position is the APC must allow Monday Okpebholo to work as governor of Edo State. How do you imagine that the state chief judge will talk, a state high court will talk, high court too, the law officer of the federation, the attorney general of the federation will talk, and APC people will come in their numbers to physically brandish weapons to send away elected chairmen of local government. And you say governor will not be distracted? Unless we are saying that the governor is like them. But I know he was a senator of the Federal Republic, he's a gentleman. There is no way he will not be distracted. Being distracted does not mean that you don't carry out your functions or your jobs. There are two different things. You remember, Wilson, I will say this publicly, you have invited me 5 consecutive times to this program. When I see your topic, I say I don't want to go discuss with these people. I've declined 5 consecutive times.
Yeah.
The last time I told you, give me till February, I thought these doors would have settled down. I don't sit down to discuss, we just talk as if we're in a banana republic, we can do whatever we like, resort to self-help when it is unnecessary, believe that your governor will do well when he has so many distractions, making Edo State a ridicule before the committee of states in the country, that does not believe in the rule of law anymore, that does not respect the court decisions, that will use talks, and I mean talks, to enforce things in the state, and we believe the government will not be distracted. Being distracted does not mean not going to the office. Having a settled mind to carry out your plan for the people is what we're talking about here. I am not a member of any political party. I cannot be. The politics of today is too dirty for people like us to participate in. I played politics during the Second Republic. I was extremely active. And then there was more sanity. To just come out and discredit any other person that has a dissenting voice, and we say we are playing politics, I can't be a party to that.
All right.
So I am saying that whoever is engaging in all these illegal activities, in the guise of we are in charge, like you said, people going even to the Okaili villages and communities, the governors will hear this and will not be distracted, then I don't know the kind of stuff he is made of. For me, any human being will be distracted. And the only way the governor can unleash his plans for Edo State in freedom, unfetteredly, will be for the people to allow him time to execute his programs.
All right. I'll come back to you. Dr. Andrew, I know you are a core member of the APC. There's no denying that. You are an active member and you are a supporter 100% of Senator Monday Okpebholo. But take a look at the situation on the ground. Some are saying until the tribunal is over, the governor cannot give his 100%, whether you like it or not. With all these things happening around him, is a major source of distraction. If his time isn't taken, he might just start derailing if things are not brought under control.
The governor came prepared. from day one, he knew that after the elections, there will be cases, there will be a case for him to also prosecute. In fact, there will be cases from tribunal to the Supreme Court. Like I said, the governor, I want to maintain that the governor is not distracted in any way. He is not distracted in any way. If the party is fighting his battle by way of reclaiming what was stolen from her, how should that distract the governor?
What about the issue of local government?
Oh, local government.
Don't forget that everything started with the suspension, and they are faulting the governor, and now you have the tribunal.
Local government chairmen are on suspension. Are you not also aware that councillors of PDP, not APC councillors, that's what I want us to understand here, also went ahead to free themselves from the jugular of some of these autocratic, local, former SY local government chairmen by removing them outrightly? I tried to explain to you here the last time that I was here how some of these local government chairmen have been working without the input of the councillors. Is it not an open secret? How councillors have been fighting, killing themselves. Let me take a local government secretary, a local government for instance. Have your camera lenses not gone to that place several times to cover fighting between two factions of the legislative arm? Some loyal to the SY chairman, some loyal to themselves. Are you not also aware of so many local governments where councillors have been complaining bitterly of how the local government chairmen have continually subjugated them under their whims and caprices? So the thing is, if you even see the gale of removal, impeachments that have taken place all through the local government, how many of these councillors are members of APC? How many of these councillors have been grinding, whining?
Okay, hold on. Sorry for interjecting, but I need to interject.
Yes.
The local government, so to speak, right now, have they been paid? How did this issue emanate? Which I just tribunal on the ground. I don't feel that focused enough to charge this issue.
I will not come here and give you an information that I do not have.
All right.
All right? I will check if they have been paid. I cannot come here. Anybody that is coming here to tell you they have been paid, they do not have the information. So, except at the end of the day, but what I am...
But have not been paid because of the same issue.
I have not been paid, even as a federal government staff. So you cannot attribute it to this issue. In fact, most federal agencies have not been paid as a result of the technicalities arising from the budget. So I'm talking about it because I work with the federal government, and I know that most federal agencies have not been paid, even today, as of today. So even release of funds to many of these states too have also suffered hiccups too. It's a federal issue, not a state issue. So, but what I'm trying to tell you here is that all of these issues that have been highlighted, none is a fault of Senator Okpebholo, none. None at all. And so, when you talk of distraction, the man is 100% focused on governance. He's 100% focused on delivering on the mandate that has been freely given to him by Edo people. And I can assure you that no matter what, he continues to be, focused on the job that he freely offered himself, to do.
All right, Ahmed. Dr. Andrew, a complete member of the APC, no caps, is saying that the governor is totally focused. Come on. Is he not a human being? Mean that this thing not distracting him? That he knows it? That means, are you not saying that he knows the outcome of the tribunal? Is that what he's saying? That people have put one or two to make sure that it comes out top? Is that what he's intimating right now? That is not bothered?
You see, in this country, the more you look, the less you see. And I've always come here most times to say, Obubuye democracy. That's what we are practicing. A democratic system whereby things are actually not working the way they ought to be working. I will opine with my father, the barrister, 100% that yes, you will not say he will not be distracted. But that is not to say he's derailing. Like I said, I give it to him that is on ground doing his job, even while the tribunal is going on, is not in the tribunal, in the court hall, trying to listen there. But definitely somebody will be giving him fillers. But surely he will be worried to some extent. What if this thing does not go my way? What if this thing does not go our way? So that one alone can also cause some level of distraction. They said a focused fool will achieve more than a distracted genius. So if he is distracted, even though he knows what to do, but that distraction will limit his level of performance to some extent. So, but yes, I know he will have 100% assurance that yes, he will win the case in tribunal. I said he will have 100% assurance because one of the reasons why I say he will be having that 100% assurance that there are technicalities in law. And that technicalities in law is that, firstly, what the judges want to know is who have the authority to release results, which is INEC. Which result have INEC released? So the ability for PDP to be able to prove the result INEC released to be false with the necessary document that will be accepted. Because we have seen several cases of Supreme Court judgment whereby results from the RFs were not recognized. You understand what I'm saying now? So I believe the governor have the strong belief that as long as INEC has announced him as the governor of the state, so he has the belief that the court will uphold the judgment to say that yes, he's the duly elected governor. So maybe because of that confidence, maybe he believes that yes, that confidence is there that they will announce him as the winner. Hence, he's not concerned with what is going on with the tribunal and hence focusing on the job. But to say that is not affecting his thinking, I doubt. As a human being, he will, except maybe he has a very stony heart.
Are you in the thinking of the government?
I am not in the thinking, but I am only saying that as a human being, for you to say it will not bother him. I worry because that's a case when you start listening. Me, I've stopped listening to reports from social media. Because by the time you open report from PDP and go, you think they've won the case. By the time you're that same day tribunal case, so you go to the APC and listen to their report, you think PDP is just doing child's play. So me myself will not be wondering, is it different tribunal case at this point of time?
All right, hold on now. Barrister Robinson, I know that you are a legal practitioner, and of course, what affects the state in terms of governance is of great concern to you. But some are saying that since this whole thing started, the governor has been able to put up some wonderful bills, sent to the assembly, signed some laws and all that. Salaries are being paid to them. That is what they take as governance. That maybe, just maybe, this man, Senator Mondo Okpebholo, the Edo State governor, is not distracted in any way.
Anybody, any human being will be distracted. Let us even agree without conceding that the man is not distracted. 100 days in office is coming. Let us see those achievements he will reel out. Because if we say he's not distracted, it means he's at his best. He is doing the best possible. What he can do is what he's doing now. Part of the distraction is the obvious mistakes that his party is making him make. For example, why would the governor not obey court orders? Again, look at the university at Iyamo, Edo State University, now Edo University, the way the name was changed by executive fiat. Are things done like that? That thing ought to be a bill to the House of Assembly. Let them decide and change. That's the way it was changed before. And that's the law. Again, how can a governor be seated and people who are not even party leaders, who do not hold party positions, will go in his own state as governor and be challenging not just the police, the DSS, and helping them do their jobs? And you say he's not distracted? How can a governor pass into law a bill on, what they call it, secret courts, and 2 days after, he invited all the secret court members, or most of them, to his own office, took a decision, got one to confess, and also made the pronouncement, go confiscate or destroy his house in line with the bill I just passed. Whereas Section 6 of that bill says, if you hold any meeting with such people, the house and everything will be confiscated. It means he knows them. It takes a thief to catch a thief. His advisors are not doing, nobody knows it all. His advisors are not doing him any good, as far as I'm concerned. He would have perhaps performed better if he came from a saner atmosphere. I'm not saying the atmosphere is not sane, a saner atmosphere. And I also believe that after the tribunal, if he wins, he will do much better. But to come here to say, oh, he's not distracted, it means he's doing his best. So at the end of 100 days in office, that's the first test of any administration. Let us see what he will tell the Edo people that he has done. That's one. I believe that he would have done much more today if he was not distracted. But if you force me to believe that he's not distracted, that means he's at his best just now. So we wait to see. That's one. Two, if you say salaries are paid, that's a given. The money has come. I am saying here authoritatively, and you agree with me, that local government salaries have not been paid because the council to the chairman have written to the banks that, look, no money should be released. Until and unless we begin to know that we have the executive, we have the legislature, and we have the judiciary, then we are not in a democracy. Because democracy is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. What I see today appears like a monarchy that is not even well structured. And that is not the best. Okpebholo, having been a senator, would have been performing better if you don't have people urging him or do it, nothing will happen. Such impunity does not make democracy thrive. And to now say that because he's doing ABC, that is the best he can do, is doing a disservice to the man. I agree. I mentioned almost all the visible achievements or things he's doing just now. I don't know more. But I know he would have been able to do times 2, 3, or 4 of that if he was not distracted. But if you say he's not distracted, that means he's at his best. And then people will judge whether they are satisfied with what is happening just now or not. To say that he's distracted is even helping him. Because he's human. Anybody in this circumstance will be distracted. But the APC will make us believe that any governor in position is larger than life, more than the judiciary, more than the legislature, and so he has the powers that can only be ascribed to divinity. That is not correct. It's not correct. It can never be correct. So, but if he's not distracted, is this the best he can do?
Good question. If it's not distracted, is this the best they can do? That question is for you. Look, are we fighting? Why are you giving me that look? Are we fighting?
No, I will.
Yeah.
You know why I will give you that look?
Yeah.
The man is how many days old in office? And you are judging him in just 60 days, barely. Why are we coming here to pretend as if we are more Catholic than the Pope? Are you saying that if we are made governor of Edo State today, you perform better? The man is just coming. Some things that he wants to do are still being prepared. The budget has not even been passed into law. So many things that he needs to do, he wants to do, we've not even started. The ones we are even talking are just things that, we're not even started. By the end of 100 days in office, you will see practical governance. We are not talking of governance predicated on MOUs without any form of...
Even with tribunal going on.
Even with tribunal is not a distraction. I want to maintain, affirm and reaffirm that the governor is not distracted one bit. The man is focused on what he wants to do for the people. And he continues to deliver on his mandate. You have 100 days. I mean, okay, fine. You can't even judge him with 100 days in office. 100 days, he has a mandate of 4 years. 100 days is not something that you can even use to judge his performance. If If at the end of 1 year, you have not seen, then you can come and criticize. The man has said that he is here to develop Edo and that he will deliver the dividends of democracy to the doorsteps of the common man, and you will see it. So let's not come here and try to, no. The governor is working. He has not even started working. What you are just seeing is a build-up to what you are going to see in the next 4 years. So you just relax, cool down, cool temper. Watch what is going to happen or what's going to unfold. Once the budget is passed into law and the man has the leverage to spend, you will see what he will do. We are not talking of come and sign MOU and you will not see any result. For 8 years, somebody was here signing MOUs. We did see Gelegele Seaport. We did see American, University again, Malaysia University. We didn't see any of those things. What were they doing at the Edo Incubation Hub? What were they innovating at the Edo Innovation Hub? These people, sometimes they just think we forget easily in Edo and then we don't remember things and we forget ourselves. We don't. We don't. The man has said, we want and we will work. You will see it. Practical governance. All right. So let's not even distract the man by the comments we make. Of course, I know none of these comments will even distract him. At the tribunal is only in Abuja. Have you seen the governor in Abuja? Have you seen him in the courtroom? The man is everywhere.
You're just making us see if you're madly in love with this man.
No, I'm coming with
this loyalty.
Please know about loyalty. It's about the truth. The Bible says, say the truth and it will set you free. The man, have you seen him in Abuja? Have you seen him near the courtroom? Even when the court was holding in Benin. Instead, once the court is holding at Sapele Road, you see the man in elsewhere, working, inspecting projects and all of that. Something you did not see for 8 years. All right. And for once, and then people are beginning to see governance again. And then we are coming here to talk. So what are we saying? All right. You try to distract him. He will never be distracted.
All right. Well, Ahmed, you're going to have the last land in this particular discussion. Does it mean that all is good? All is well. Despite the heat from the tribunal, we are all cool. Governance is 100% full throttle.
There are people you cannot convince. A politician and a man in love, there's nothing you tell them, they will not hear. You understand? My brother, Dr. Andrew, is a die-hard fan. And
of course, I'm in love with the governor. I love good people.
A die-hard fan.
He's a good man. I love good people.
And there is nothing you are going to tell him regarding this matter that he will take from you. But again, you should know that if you want to help a leader to fail, you start lying to him. And you start pumping lies into his ears. You are doing well. You are doing well. You are doing well. His head begin to swell. It begin to derail. It begin to derail. See, when he's almost getting close, the advices have killed, the praises have killed him.
That is when you lie with
the only way you can help a leader, criticize him, critique him. He will go back to his
Even if he's doing well,
critique him. So that the areas, see, let me tell you, even that area you claim is doing well, there are still some areas is not doing well inside that area. So bring out that area. So at the end of the day, you see that the best will come out from him. Any leader that always wants praises, in fact, is going to fail. He should be waiting for critics. If I am Okpebholo, in fact, he should always be listening to the critic aspect of it. Not always those that will come and say, you are doing well, you are doing well, you are doing well, you are doing well. Is it God? How can he be doing well? Even when God created all of us. So people say, God, why are short now? Why are not tall now? Well, even God, people say they ask God, say, God, why are short? But I suppose tall now. I don't know if you are getting me. God, why I come from Nigeria? No, I am only trying to tell that even what I'm saying that even God, as perfect as God, so people are saying why God brought me into Nigeria, why not United States? And then you are telling me the governor is doing well, a human being. You should always bring out the aspect that is not doing, so that the governor will do better. If you're going to praise him like this, Dr. Andrew, and you are not telling him the truth.
Singing him.
You are going to allow
all the projects
like I always said before now. Like I always said before
I take exception to that.
I want a
I take exception to that.
Gentlemen,
I want
Gentlemen. The facts.
Okay,
You are
okay,
saying
okay,
the facts.
okay,
Let me-
okay, no
you are saying
problem.
I'm proceeding.
No problem.
I take exception to that.
I want a door. I want a door that will be better for you and I.
Thank you for using that word.
Okay,
Pre-singing.
okay.
That's an
Thank
insult.
you. Okay,
That is an insult.
let me apologize for
And
that
you to
insult.
also reprimand him. You are an elder. You should be reprimanded.
I apologize for that.
Apology accepted.
Thank you so much. But we should know that all of us want a better Edo. I want a better Edo I'll be proud of. I am always a proud Edolite, and I want whoever is the governor to do well.
Sorry,
So that is all.
Thank you. 1 second. He said the governor is everywhere.
Doing very well.
And he asked again, have you seen him in Abuja? Is Abuja not a place?
Thank you.
The governor
I've
is
seen
everywhere.
him at the
Have you seen him at the
tribunal.
tribunal?
That's the question.
But he's everywhere.
But he's where he ought to be.
Thank you, thank
He's
you.
where he ought to be.
Thank you.
And he's doing his job.
I understand
in those
you.
places that he ought to be.
Dr. Andrew, I understand you. I understand you. I feel you. I feel you. Yes, yes. A place of loyalty and of course to bring out the good parts. Well, Ahmed, thank you so much. Barrister Imade, thank you so much. Dr. Andrew, thank you so much. Well, we're all watching. Some are saying yes, it's distracted. It's not beginning not to do well. Others say no. He's an Ogidi, whatever, very, very strong. He's not distracted. He's doing well. Well, only time will tell. We'll do it again next week, God willing. Bye for now.